What's bad about Taiwan?
Yeah, I think I think the Taiwanese people are the best people until.
Do you have any worries about that?
Hella worries.
Really?
Hella worries.
About what?
About anything from China. Like,
You really worry about that? That's an actual worry?
that's a real worry.
Why do you worry about that?
Because I think it's a clear and present danger.
A real threat.
A real threat
Oh.
that people need to take damn seriously. Because China is taking it seriously. They're taking it very seriously. They're preparing.
So you'd like to leave Taiwan one
Yeah,
day?
I'd like to leave China.
What do you think about Taiwan as an environment for raising children, being that you've got so many?
Yeah, I think the city environment is tough. Right? It's crowded. It's dangerous. It stinks. And that is fair.
That is fair.
And but other things are great. There's lots of parks. There's lots of playgrounds, new playgrounds, not all beaten down ones. There's lots of schools. There's lots of clinics. It's cheap compared to America or even England.
Yeah.
That is great. We could not have 3 kids in England.
No, that's going to cost too much money.
It just wouldn't be.
Or even the US, even more money.
Even the US, yeah, it would be.
Yeah.
So
If you could raise your children in the US or Taiwan or the UK, where would you choose?
yeah, that's a good question. I guess if money was no problem, I think I'd probably pick America. It's just a fun country. It's a great
America.
country. Yeah, it's a fun country.
Yeah.
Great country. Lots of open spaces for the kids.
Yes.
England has that too, but then there's just lots of English people.
You're English. Like, what's the problem? You are English, mate.
I think I find Americans more friendly
Yeah,
and
probably.
easier to talk to.
What's the best thing about living in Taiwan?
I think the best thing about Taiwan is the weather.
Yeah, it is good.
It's December.
It's
and
hot.
I'm not freezing my
It's
tits
hot.
off.
Yeah.
And being from Chicago, it's just so cold.
Yeah.
It hurts. It hurts to breathe.
Hurts the bones.
It hurts the bones. Yeah. The heat, you can take clothes off. So yeah, I think the weather is what brought me to Taiwan. And
Is that really why?
Yeah.
How did you find out about Taiwan?
Just I guess reading and talking to people.
And they said Taiwan.
Yeah, they
It's
say
got sunny
Try
weather.
Taiwan. You don't like the cold in Chicago. Try the subtropical heats of Taiwan, and that was it.
What's bad about Taiwan?
Yeah, I think I think the Taiwanese people are the best people until they are driving a car or a scooter.
I gotta agree, they do change.
It's just like
They do change.
it switches.
They're the
from-
most patient, friendly, and polite people when they're out and about, or they'll help you and do anything. But when people drive cars in Taiwan, it's wild.
It changes.
There's no courtesy or anything. It's interesting.
The world revolves around them.
Yeah.
What they're doing.
Yeah,
It's safety to hell for everybody else. And
It's-
stuff. It's pretty crazy.
it's really wild. Yeah.
Especially here in Fengshan.
Fengshan's a pretty interesting place. This is where you live in Fengshan.
Yeah, we live.
You come to this temple as well.
Every now and then.
You're into the temple culture.
My wife is definitely one. Her mom and her family is.
Yeah.
But I do find the vibe and the collectiveness, the kind of community vibe that goes on.
Yeah. Will you have any more children?
No,
Definitely not?
Definitely
I think
not.
you could be persuaded.
I think it could easily happen again.
The country is counting on you.
Yeah.
I think 4's okay. You've got 3 now. Why not one more? Well, ask your wife. Get your wife. Leave a comment in the section below, or if anyone thinks you should have one more child, a 4th, please comment below and let us know. Can you ever see yourself leaving Taiwan?
Yeah.
You could.
Yeah, of course.
Where would you like to go to? Britain? Where is home?
I think the easiest would be England for me and the kids, not so much the wife. I think it might be hard for her. But even a neighboring country, I'd be well up for taking the family to live in another country somewhere. You know?
You're a free-spirited man.
Yeah, in that regard. I mean, I've been here for so long.
How long have you been here for?
This is my 9th year.
About the same as me. So you've been here for 9 years.
Yeah, 9 years.
Made 3 children. You've done a lot for the society already.
Taught a lot of kids English.
How do you feel about the level of language in Taiwan, the English level?
I think the students who I come across at my school are so smart. You know, they're so smart. Even the ones that struggle, they're still having, 2 hours twice a week of full English. No Chinese, no nothing, and they're expected to do everything that we're doing, right? So that on its own is incredible. Not how language is taught in America or in England. It's very much the teacher tells you in English the words you're gonna say.
I think when you come from an English-speaking country, the language, there's not so much emphasis put on language learning.
Exactly.
Because it's like, hey, you can learn a language, but anyway, everyone wants to speak English. So there's not a pressure that maybe European people would face or people from non-English speaking countries.
That's true. I just think these kids, they put up with a lot of shit, and it's impressive that they can still have fun in classes. 8 o'clock classes. They've been in school for 12 hours.
Yeah,
12 hours of school. And they come to me smiling still. I'm like, hey, hands down here. I would have ran away from home. My mom had said.
That is the Asian power.
Yeah, it is a power.
12 hours of school, that is Asian power. I think that's why Taiwanese people, they have their level of tolerance and being able to work under pressure is obviously much higher. Whereas we'd probably just give up or go on strike.
I would have ran away from home.
Yeah.
If my mom said, hey, you're going to Chinese class twice a week, 8 o'clock, 10 o'clock or whatever, I'd have been like, nah, nope, sorry. Hopefully Taiwan will still be here as it is.
Hopefully.
15 years from now.
Do you have any worries about that?
Hella worries.
Really?
Hella worries.
About what?
About anything from China. Right?
You really worry about that? That's an actual worry?
That's a real worry.
What do you worry about that?
Because I think it's a clear and present danger.
A real threat.
A real threat that people need to take damn seriously. Because China is taking it seriously. They're taking it very seriously. They're preparing. They're getting ready.
What are your hopes and aspirations for the future of you in Taiwan and Taiwan as a entity and your family in Taiwan?
I think for me, it's getting my kids fluent in Chinese, and then being able to make a decision to leave. I think that's the goal.
Pretty clear cut.
Yeah, it's pretty clear cut.
Because of fear?
No, I just think
there's more out there.
There's more in my story than just staying here.
Forever.
And same with my kids. I want them to see that you can just leave. You can't just get up and
go somewhere else. Took them back to England last year.
They've gone to England a couple times, and so I think the world is bigger for them already, more accessible than I think a lot of people. But I want to show them that you can't just pick up and go.
Let's go and get some food. We're in Fongsan. We're going to the night market now.
Yeah.
Josh hasn't eaten dinner yet because he's a hard-working father. Respect.
I am hungry.
Respect to the dads out there. Doing a great job. Keep it up. Up the dads. Give me a bosh. Bosh. All right, let's go.